What happens when you take the raw, rugged charm of a warehouse and blend it with the warmth of a home? You get the Industrial Barndominium, bold, functional, and unforgettable. At the heart of this design is simplicity with strength. Industrial barndominiums are often built using steel frames or metal siding, giving them durability that can withstand the elements. The tall ceilings, often reaching double height, aren't just for show. They open up the space, allow better air circulation, and invite natural light to flood in. It feels expansive, yet grounded. One of the most striking features is the open floor plan. Instead of boxed-in rooms, you get one large, flowing space where the kitchen, dining, and living areas connect seamlessly. This flexibility isn't just practical, it's a creative playground. Whether you're entertaining guests or relaxing alone, the layout adapts to your needs. Did you know that 70% of homeowners feel their space doesn't reflect their style? Don't be part of that statistic. Subscribe and start designing a home that truly feels yours. Large industrial-style windows, sometimes floor to ceiling, are another standout. They bring in plenty of daylight and often feature black steel frames for that factory-like edge. Paired with exposed beams, concrete floors, and even reclaimed brick, the space immediately tells a story. It's not about perfect finishes, it's about character. Lofts are common too, especially above the kitchen or living room. They make smart use of vertical space and add a cozy nook for sleeping or working. Some designs also include large barn doors or glass garage doors that slide open to connect with outdoor spaces, perfect for merging inside with outside. All of this adds up to a space that feels modern, tough, and creative. It's architecture that doesn't pretend. It shows its bones and makes them beautiful. And that's exactly what makes an industrial barndominium stand out from the rest. A beautiful home is not a dream, it's an art, and you're the artist. Subscribe and start creating spaces that speak to the soul. When you step inside an industrial barndominium, the first thing that hits you is the atmosphere. Raw yet inviting, edgy yet warm. It's a space where old meets new, and function blends with style. The interior design thrives on contrasts. Think exposed brick walls paired with soft leather sofas, or concrete floors softened by woven rugs and warm wood furniture. This balance between hard and soft textures is what gives the space its soul. You're not just designing a home, you're curating a feeling. Color plays a key role here too. Industrial barndominiums often use a neutral palette, shades of gray, black, white, and brown, but they're far from boring. These tones create a grounded, calming backdrop, allowing standout features like matte black fixtures or copper light fittings to really shine. For warmth, natural wood and earthy accents are added, bringing a sense of comfort into the industrial edge. Transform your home, transform your life. Subscribe now, and let's create spaces you'll love forever. Lighting is also a major player. Instead of hiding it, industrial design puts lighting on display. Pendant lights with metal shades, vintage Edison bulbs, and exposed conduit lines turn everyday items into art. The goal is to make the mechanics beautiful. Every pipe, bolt, or beam is a design choice. Open shelving is common in kitchens and bathrooms, showing off everything from dishware to tools. It's honest and practical. The furniture leans toward reclaimed or minimalist pieces, nothing too ornate, but always sturdy and full of character. This is a space that encourages you to live with intention. Every item is chosen not just for how it looks, but for how it works. The industrial interior is not about showing off. It's about living well, surrounded by pieces that tell a story. Function is where the industrial barndominium truly shines. These homes aren't just stylish, they're built to work hard, just like the people who live in them. Start with the structure. Steel framing offers incredible durability and low maintenance, which means fewer repairs and more peace of mind. The materials often used in industrial builds, metal, concrete, reclaimed wood, are not only strong, but also resistant to weather, pests, and time. This kind of home can last for decades with minimal upkeep. The layout adds to the efficiency. Wide open spaces mean fewer walls to build, heat, or cool. With high ceilings and large windows, you get excellent airflow and plenty of natural light, which helps reduce energy use. Many barndominium owners also install energy-efficient systems, like tankless water heaters, solar panels, or smart thermostats, to keep utility costs down. Storage is another win. Because of the open plan and tall walls, it's easy to add built-in shelving, overhead storage, or even a workshop area. Some designs include mudrooms, large pantries, or utility zones that keep clutter out of the main living areas. Everything has a place, and that makes daily life smoother. Industrial barndominiums are also incredibly flexible. You can section off parts of the home for an office, gym, rental unit, or hobby space. The open layout allows for easy customization without major renovations. Want to add a partition? It's simple. Need a garage that doubles as a studio? Go for it. Whether you're raising a family, running a business from home, or just looking for simplicity and freedom, the Industrial Barndominium offers a smart, practical setup. It's not just about looking good, it's about making everyday living easier, more efficient, and built around your needs. One of the best things about an Industrial Barndominium is how easy it is to make it your own, especially if you enjoy a bit of DIY. This design style doesn't demand perfection. In fact, it celebrates the handmade, the rough-edged, and the personal. Start simple. Want to add character to your walls? Try installing reclaimed wood planks or faux brick panels. These materials are easy to source and even easier to install with basic tools. They add texture and warmth while staying true to the industrial look. Next, think about lighting. Instead of buying expensive fixtures, you can build your own using pipes, chains, and exposed bulbs. Industrial lighting projects are some of the most beginner-friendly DIYs out there, and they make a big impact in any room. Shelving is another great weekend project. Use black metal brackets and thick wooden boards to create open shelves in the kitchen, bathroom, or hallway. Not only does it give you extra storage, but it also adds that raw industrial vibe with minimal effort. Paint can also go a long way. Consider matte black for hardware, muted grays for cabinets, or even a bold rust red feature wall. These colors work well in industrial spaces and can easily be applied without hiring a pro. If you're feeling a bit more confident, you can build custom furniture. A coffee table made from a salvaged door or a headboard made from pallet wood adds a personal touch and saves money. The goal of DIY in an industrial barndominium isn't to make everything look perfect. It's to create a space that reflects you, your taste, your skills, your life. And with a design that embraces imperfection, the possibilities are wide open. It's a common misconception that industrial spaces feel cold or unwelcoming. But the magic of an industrial barndominium lies in how easily you can warm it up, both visually and emotionally, with just a few thoughtful choices. Start with texture. Industrial design gives you the bones: concrete, steel, brick. But it's the soft layers that bring comfort. Plush area rugs, oversized throw blankets, and linen curtains can transform the mood of any room. You still see the structure, but you also feel the softness. Next is furniture. Choose pieces with warmth and personality. A worn leather sofa, a rustic wood dining table, or a vintage armchair balances the sharp lines of metal and brick. Look for pieces that feel lived in. Industrial style doesn't need new and shiny. It thrives on history and charm. Lighting plays a big role too. Use warm-toned bulbs and varied sources like floor lamps and table lamps to create soft pools of light. Instead of flooding the whole space, this style works best with layered lighting that adds depth and coziness. Plants are another easy win. Even 1 or 2 large potted plants can make a room feel more alive and welcoming. The greenery contrasts beautifully with the raw materials and adds a touch of nature to an otherwise rugged space. Lastly, add personal touches. Books, artwork, family photos, handmade crafts. These items tell your story and help soften the industrial edge. They remind you and anyone who visits that this isn't just a stylish space, it's a home. Blending cozy with industrial isn't about covering up the raw. It's about embracing contrast, showing that tough materials and tender moments can live side by side, beautifully and effortlessly. If you've ever dreamed of living off the grid, the Industrial Barndominium is one of the smartest paths to get there. Its design isn't just strong, it's adaptable, and that makes it ideal for those seeking independence, sustainability, and a lower cost of living.